So I will not be here next week, Tuesday. And then the following Tuesday is Independence Day. So I will, to the closing the gym. Just to let everybody know. I won't be here next week, Tuesday, because 4:30 is my class. So, sorry for that. Don't rush through your poses. Take your time. Don't push your body to any position it is not capable of. Watch the position of your feet and your knees, your ankles and your knees. That's very important, how you transfer your weight. So I'll come up a little bit more. I'm very specific about how I want you guys to stand. So let's all lie down. Part your feet. Allow your little toes to touch either side of the mat. Bend your knees and let your knees drop and touch each other. Your hands are on your tummy and you're setting an intention for your practice. So now with your knees bent, you have relaxed your spine. As your busy mind wanders while you're performing your routine, draw your thoughts back to that intention, and that will help you to concentrate and focus on what you're doing. Your intention could be to watch your breathing, well, breathing is a good one, or maybe to listen carefully to my voice. Concentrate on what you're doing. Hug your knees to your chest. Sway back and forth, rolling your ankles. You're massaging your spine. Roll your ankles. Extend the left leg, push into the left heel, and your left hand holds onto your right knee, and you're swaying that right leg back and forth, creating movement in the right hip joint. Place your left foot on the mat and place your right ankle on the left thigh. Push into the right heel and with your right hand, gently push out your right knee. Right hand between the legs, grabbing onto the left shin, pulling it up. Roll your left ankle. You're feeling this in the right hamstring and in your right hip joint. Both feet on the mat, come up into bridge pose, pushing your pelvis up to the ceiling. Interlace your fingers under your tailbone. Right leg up, point the toe. Right leg down. Left leg up, point the toe, left leg down.
Hips down, hug your knees to your chest. Rolling back and forth. Whatever we do on one side, we do on the next. Do not expect the same results. You'll find that you're more flexible on one side than the other. Extend your right leg, pushing into the right heel. And the right hand holds onto the left knee, swaying that left leg back and forth. Place your right foot on the mat. Place your left ankle on the right thigh. Push into the left heel. And with your left hand, gently push out the left knee. This causes an external rotation in the left hip joint. Good for any of you with tight hips, sciatica. Left hand between the legs, grabbing onto the right shin, pulling it up. Roll your right ankle. Both feet on the mat, come up into bridge pose. Left leg up, point the toe. Left leg down. Right leg up, point the toe. Right leg down. Hips down, hug your knees to your chest, sway back and forth. Now come to a cross-legged seated position with a straight back, soft shoulders, chin up. Squeezing your tummy muscles. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn to the left, glancing over your left shoulder. Turn your head to the right, torso to the right. Inhale, arms up, to the right. Turn your head to the left, torso to the left, and crawl to the back of your mat in a tabletop position. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Curl in those toes, curl your toes in, spread out your fingers. Let's warm up the spine with cat and cow. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Now extend the right leg and place the right foot over on the left side, glancing under the left armpit. Follow your toes with your eyes for 3 half circles. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Leave your right foot forward, facing the mirror. Your right foot is parallel to the left knee. Your left toes are curled in. Right hand down. Left hand will slowly pull up through the left side body before gently bending over to the right. With all of your side bends, do not allow your shoulder to collapse. You have to feel the pull in the side body. Both hands on the mat, extend your right leg back and let us do 3 crunches, nose to knee. 1, 2, 3. Leave your right leg extended. Extend your left hand. 3 crunches again. 1, 2, 3. Leave everything extended. Bring back your left hand. Kick out your left foot like a bicycle stand and push off with your right hand as you turn your heart to gaze up at the right fingertips. Now the right hand goes down, grabbing onto the right foot. Raise the right knee and gently pull back the right shoulder. Release, right hand up, straighten the right leg, and let us tap on the ground 3 times with our right foot. 1, 2, 3. Bring back your right hand, bring back in that left bicycle foot, and bring up the right leg, ankle under the knee. Make sure that your left toes are curled in. So I want you all to stay right there because some of you all may get confused. You kick out the foot. See, here I am, I'm kicking out the foot like a bicycle stand. Soft shoulders, palms facing each other. Half split, falling over the right leg, flex the right foot, hands on either side as you lower your torso over the right leg. Feeling this in the right hamstring, we're warming up those big muscles. With your left toes curl in those left toes. Good. With the left toes curled in, lower your hips onto the left heel. Straighten the right leg. Point the toes on the right foot. Hands behind as you lower your torso over the right leg. Raise up a little and flatten your left foot on the mat and lower your hips back down on the left heel. With your hands forward, fall over your right leg, pointing the toes on the right foot. Come on up. The left hand is parallel to the right foot. Raise the right hand as you turn your heart. Straighten the left leg. Low lunge with a twist. Right hand on the mat. Step back into plank. Chin and chest to the mat. Give 3 baby cobras. Squeeze your shoulder blades. 1, 2, 3. Come back into child's pose. Big toes together. Knees apart. Forward on the mat, hands stretched out in front. Come back into your tabletop, curl in your toes. Let us do this on the other side. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now extend that left leg and place the left foot over on the right side, glancing under the right armpit. Follow your toes with your eyes for 3 half circles. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Left foot forward, facing the mirror. The left foot is parallel to the right knee. Those right toes are curled in. Left hand down. Right hand slowly pulls up through the right side body before gently bending over to the left. Both hands on the mat. Extend your left leg back. 3 crunches, nose to knee. 1, 2, 3. Leave your left leg extended. Extend the right hand. 3 crunches again. 1, 2, 3. Leave everything extended. Bring back your right hand. Kick out the right foot like a bicycle stand and push off with your left hand as you turn your heart, gazing up at the left fingertips. The left hand goes down, grabbing onto the left foot. Raise the left knee. Gently pull back your left shoulder. Release, left hand up, straighten the left leg, and let us tap on the ground 3 times with our left foot. 1, 2, 3. Bring back your left hand, bring back in the right bicycle foot, and bring up that left leg, ankle under the knee. Those right toes are still curled in. Soft shoulders, palms facing each other. You're feeling a nice pull right here in your right quad, warming up all those muscles. Half split, falling over the left leg. Flex the left foot. Hands on either side as you lower your torso over the left leg. With your right toes curled in, lower your hips onto the right heel. Straighten the left leg. Point the toes on the left foot. Hands on either side as you lower your torso over the left leg. Raise up a little and flatten your right foot on the mat and lower your hips back down on the right heel. Hands forward as you lower your torso over the left leg, pointing the toes on the left foot. Come on up. The right hand is parallel to the left foot. Raise the left hand as you turn your heart. Straighten the right leg, low lunge and twist. Left hand on the mat, step back into plank. Chin and chest to the mat, give me 3 baby cobras. 1, 2, 3. Child's pose. Come back into your tabletop. Walk your hands forward, spread out the fingers. Curl in your toes and straighten your legs for downward facing dog. Your head is relaxed. Your feet are hip distance apart. You're pushing each alternate heel to the mat, activating the Achilles heel in each leg. Pushing each heel flat to the mat. Now walk your feet to the front of the mat and allow your little toes to touch the edge on either side. Keep your head lowered. Clasp your elbows as you decompress the spine. Your head is relaxed. This is a ragdoll or a wide-legged forward fold. So your feet are wider than your hips. Your feet are not parallel to each other. Your heels are a little in, your toes are touching the side of the mat. Lower your hips into your yogi squat. That way your back feels tight. You just have to come into a yogi squat and that will relieve the tension. Place your hands on the mat and lower your head so it will raise your hips so you're in a forward fold. Toe heel your feet until your heels are touching but your toes are apart. So only your heels are touching, your feet have formed a perfect triangle for balance. Your head is relaxed. Right foot behind the left, bending and straightening the right knee. Place your right foot back, left behind the right, bending and straightening the left knee. Place your left foot back, heels together, toes apart. Slowly come up one vertebrae at a time, head and shoulders coming up last. Lift up your arms, hold on to the left as you bend over to the right. And to the left. Interlace your hands behind. Lift your knuckles off your tailbone. Don't worry about that, that's fine. Pull your shoulders away from your ears and give yourselves a nice, slow back bend. Very slow. Before you come up. So now your feet, your heels are together and your toes are apart. It's not very wide, that's a little bit clumsy, you're not ballerinas. So just a very natural feet. perfect for balancing. Inhale, arms up to the side. Bend forward at the hips. And now the right hand goes up, and you're turning your eyes, glancing up at those right fingertips. Your left hand goes on your right thigh, or your right calf, or your right ankle, depending on how flexible you are. Turn your head and look up at your fingers as the head being turned in your hand gives it a nice spinal twist. Slowly come up, very slowly. Now bend forward at the hips, and the left hand goes back, and you're turning your eyes, glancing at those left fingertips. Your right hand goes on the left thigh, the left calf, or the left ankle, depending on how flexible you are. Keep your eyes turned up at those fingertips. Slowly come up. Inhale. Exhale. Now you're going to put your big toes in a parrot foot position. So your big toes are 1/2 inch apart. Your big toes are closer than your ankles. Bending at the knees, hands at prayer. Lift your right foot off the mat and step it back. Right back. When you have your balance, so your right heel is off the mat, your right leg is straight, your left knee is slightly bent, and your left knee is right above your ankle. Never allow your knee to go past your ankle. Your knee is always right above your ankle. Doesn't matter how far back you go. When you have your balance, lift your arms up, palms facing each other. Now turn your right heel parallel to the back edge of your mat and straighten your arms for warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Warrior 2. Now straighten the left leg, so now both legs are straight. And with your left fingertips, push them towards the mirror and slowly come down into triangle pose as you turn your heart to gaze up at the right fingertips. Now let's slowly rotate our right arm forward, coming down, pulling back the shoulder. And come back into warrior 2 simply by bending the left knee, straightening the arms, glancing over our left fingertips. Now the left forearm goes on the left thigh, and the right hand comes up and over for extended side angle. For those of you who want a little more, drop your left hand to the mat. The right hand comes behind, and the left hand goes under as you come in for the bind. Release. Using your core strength, lift both arms up until the palms are facing each other. Frame your left foot with both hands and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, chin and chest to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now walk your feet to the front of the mat and allow your little toes to touch either side of the mat so your feet are wider than your hips. Clasp your elbows as you decompress the spine. Your head is relaxed. Arch your feet. Your little toes are touching either side of the mat. Fall into your yogi squat. Place your hands on the mat and lower your head in a forward fold. Lift your hips up. Toe heel your feet until your heels are touching but your toes are apart. Your feet have formed a perfect triangle for balance. Left foot behind the right, bending and straightening the left knee. Place the left foot back, right behind the left. Place the right foot back, heels together, toes apart. Slowly come up one vertebrae at a time, head and shoulders coming up last. Hold on to the right as you bend over to the left. Interlace your hands behind. Lift your knuckles off your tailbone. Pull your shoulders away from your ears and very slowly give yourselves a back bend. Before coming up. Place your feet in that powered foot position with your big toes half-inch apart. Bending at the knees, hands in prayer. Lift the left foot off the mat and step it back. When you have your balance, lift your arms up, palms facing each other. Now turn your left heel parallel to the back edge of your mat and straighten your arms for warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Warrior two. Now straighten your right leg. Now both legs are straight. And with your right fingers, push them towards the mirror as you slowly come down into your triangle pose. Both legs are straight. And now let's rotate the left arm. Come back into warrior two, simply by bending the right knee and straightening the arms, glancing over the right fingertips. Now the right forearm goes on the right thigh, and the left hand comes up and over for extended side angle. If you want a little more, drop your right hand to the mat. Now the left hand goes behind, and the right hand goes under as you're coming for the bind. Release, but do not come up all the way. Using your core strength, lift your arms up until your palms are facing each other. Frame your right foot as you step back into downward facing dog. Inhale plank, exhale chaturanga. Inhale cobra, exhale downward facing dog. Moving through those vinyasas. Now bend your knees and jump or walk to the front of your mat. Your feet are parallel to each other. You're in a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, hands at prayer. Bending at the knees. Lift your right foot up and step it back. But now your right foot is going to be at a 45-degree angle. Toe heel your left foot until the little toe is touching the edge of the mat. Your right leg is straight, right foot at a 45-degree angle, left, a slight bend in the left knee, hips facing squarely to the front. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the side. Inhale. Exhale, the left elbow goes on top of the right and come in for the bind. Left elbow on top of the right. Lower yourself to the inside of the left thigh. Your head is relaxed. This is humble warrior with bound arms. There's a bend in the left knee. Using your core strength, lift yourself up and slowly unwind your wings. Interlace your fingers behind. Lift your knuckles off your tailbone. Pull your shoulders away from your ears and give yourselves a back bend. Before falling to the inside of the left thigh, your head is relaxed. Lift your knuckles above your shoulders. Very nice. Come on up. Place your hands at the side and toe heel your left foot to the central part of your mat. Bring your right foot up just an inch and leave your right foot at a 45-degree angle. Now both legs are straight, hips facing squarely to the front mirror. Start bending forward at the hips. Do not bend those knees. And try and place your hands on the mat. If you cannot do that, place your hands on the calf. Lower your head. For those of you who can, lower your hands on the mat as you come into your pyramid pose. Feeling that pull straight up the left leg. Right through the calf, behind the knee. Now there is a slight bend in the left knee. Walk your hands forward and lift your right leg off the mat. And step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Hips are off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now bend your knees and jump or walk to the front of your mat. Your feet are parallel, you're in a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, hands at prayer. Now bend your knees and lift your left foot off the mat and step your left foot back. And now your left foot is at a 45-degree angle. Your left leg is straight. Toe heel your right foot until the little toe is touching the edge of the mat. There's a slight bend in the right knee. Your hips are faced squarely to the front mirror. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the side. Inhale, bring your right elbow above the left and come in for the bind. Inhale. Exhale, lower yourself to the inside of the right thigh. Your head is relaxed. Using your core strength, come up slowly as you unravel your wings. Interlace your fingers behind. Lift your knuckles off your tailbone. Pull your shoulders away from your ears and give yourselves a slow back bend. Before coming up, place your hands at the side. Toe heel your right foot to the central part of the mat. Bring your left foot up just an inch and your left foot stays at a 45-degree angle. Now both legs are straight. Bend forward at the hips. And if you can, do not bend those knees. Place your hands on the mat and lower your head for your pyramid pose. Now there's a slight bend in the right knee. Walk your hands forward and lift your left leg off the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, hips are off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now drop your knees to the mat. Leave your hands forward and lower your forehead to the mat in your puppy pose. Belly to the mat and come into your cobra or your sphinx or your cobra. Lower your forehead to the mat and place your hands at either side. Bring your feet together. Point the toes on both feet. Clench your fists so your fists are like a tight ball. Inhale, lift your right leg off the mat, pointing the toes. Lower the right leg. Inhale, lift your left leg off the mat. Breathe in and out. Lower the left leg. Now raise your hips and place your hands and cover your groin area, one hand above the other, cupping your groin area. Place your forehead on the mat, straighten both legs. Inhale, lift your legs off the mat. Your heels are touching, so both feet are perfectly aligned. Not one leg is higher than the next. Make sure that your heels are touching. Lower your legs to the mat. Place your hands on either side. Bend your knees. Grab onto your feet with both hands. Inhale, lift your head, shoulders, and thighs off the mat. Release left cheek on the mat. Place your forehead on the mat. Bend your knees. Grab onto your feet with both hands. Inhale, lift up. Release, right cheek is on the mat. Bring your feet together and come into a kneeling position. Lower your head between your knees. Place your hands behind you as you settle into your child's pose. Come to a wide-legged seated position. Flex your feet. Keep your feet flexed the whole time. Up. So you feel it coming up through the calf. Your feet flex. I don't want to see any feet relax. Feet flex. Inhale. Exhale. Place your right elbow to the inside. inside of the right thigh. Drop the right hand to the mat. Inhale, left hand goes up and the left hand goes across. This is a side bend. Do not allow your shoulder to collapse. Those left fingers are looking for those right toes. Doesn't matter what position you're in, hold that position. Feeling it under your right hamstring and the left side body. Place your left hand on the mat and push yourself up. And now the left elbow goes on the inside of the left thigh. Keep your feet flexed. Drop your left hand to the mat. Inhale, your right hand goes up and exhale comes across. So keep those left toes. Right hand on the mat, pushing yourself up. Keep your feet flexed and now bend forward at the hips. Grabbing onto whatever you can. You know, pulling yourself down with your hands, either by your calf, or your ankle, or your instep, or you can simply walk your hands forward, keep your feet flexed, walking 1 inch at a time, pulling yourself down. When you can't go anymore, just drop your head and relax. I want you to be feeling that pull. Bring your feet together. Do not bend those knees. Keep your feet flexed. Inhale, arms up. Pull up to the spinal column and fall over both legs, grabbing onto whatever you can, nose to knee. After you've relaxed a few seconds, pull yourself down. Stay there for a few seconds. Keep on going deeper and deeper till you can't go anymore. These positions really open up the lower part of the spine. Okay, and slowly come up. Come into a cross-legged position. And now you are going to be, the only part of your body that is moving will be your head. You're doing a full rotation with your head. You're going to drop your head down. You're going to do it, look at me first. You're not going to be doing it this fast. One rotation one side, and then another rotation the other side. You're going to keep your shoulders relaxed. As you drop your head to one side, I want you to stay right there. It activates those thread muscles in your neck. Then I want you to make a slight movement in the rotation. Stop. For every movement you make in the rotation, I want you to stop. Sooner or later, you're going to have to drop your head right on your spine. Very slow. Take your time. And then the neck muscles are going to have to lift your heavy head to complete the rotation on the other side. Try and keep your shoulders relaxed. Not a continuous movement. When you make a movement, stop. Make another movement and stop. You really want to work the muscles that you're pulling. Lie down on your back. Hugging your knees to your chest. Moving back and forth, massaging the sky. Now place your legs in a reverse tabletop. Spread your arms in a straight line on either side. Give a little hop with your hips over to the right side. Hop. Place your right leg over the left. Allow your legs to fall over on the left side as you glance over your right shoulder. Your eyes are closed. Your breathing is slow and steady. You're coming to the end of your practice. Put your head in with a nice supine twist. Your knees to your chest, swing back and forth. Place your legs in that reverse tabletop. Spread your arms out on either side. Give a little pop with your hips over to the left side. Hop. Place your left leg over the right and allow your legs to fall over on the right side, gazing over your left shoulder. Hug your knees to your chest, and you can place your hands under your knees and roll forward and backwards 5 times before coming to your final resting pose with your feet wider than your hips, hands on either side with palms facing up. Put your arms up above your head. Bring your feet together. Point your toes and give yourselves a nice stretch. Roll over on your, bend your knees and roll over on your right side, using your shoulder as a pillar. With your left hand, push up, come into a cross-legged seated position, with a straight back, soft shoulders, chin up, squeezing your tummy muscles, hands at prayer, with your thumbs touching your heart. Thank you for coming to my class today. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy. Thank you for your discipline and attention to your yoga. I will see you all in, I'm not too sure, but definitely not next week or the week after. So please go with all the love and happiness in my heart. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. I don't, well, I want to